Hello and yes, welcome to another video with me. Now today this is my first proper movie review on my new movie channel, so this is going to be interesting. Let's see how this works out. So today I'm going to review the most recent movie I've been to see in cinema, which was Transformers 4 Age of Extinction. Now Transformers 4, directed by Michael Bay, obviously, you know, he's done the first three. And I really like him as a director. A lot of people are quite harsh on him because he likes to just put in explosions. So literally when you see a Michael Bay film, you're guaranteed to see a lot of bang, bang, bang. You literally need to go into these cinemas thinking, okay, we're going to see a lot of explosions. But anyway, Transformers 4 is sort of a reboot. They've replaced the cast, which I had no problem with. I was pleased they done it actually because I like the new cast. I really like Mark Wahlberg, you know, he's great. And of course Stanley Tucci. Sorry, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Two great actors. I've got my iPad up here just looking at my notes which I wrote down. So yeah, we get the new human characters are great. So yeah, let's start with the characters. Mark Wahlberg. Spoilers. There's going to be spoilers. I like to talk spoilers. So yeah, if you haven't seen the movie, why not? I'm joking. If you haven't seen the movie, you know, go check it out. Go see it in cinema and then come back to this video when you have seen it. So yeah, I mean, we've got Mark Wahlberg. His character is really interesting. He's sort of an inventor, and instead of getting like the stereotypical inventor in with the glasses, skinny dude, I got Mark Wahlberg, who is a bit different. And he plays the character really well, I think. And then we've got his daughter, who's played by Nicola Peltz. I think I'm pronouncing that right, who was in The Last Airbender, that really shitty film from a few years ago. And she's pretty decent in it, actually. I thought she was good in it. She's a good actress. I mean, because Megan Fox, I don't think she's that good of an actress. And then Rosie something, because she has a long name, whatever, from the third Transformers film, she's not really an actress, is she? I mean, come on, this is the only film she's been in. So this is definitely the best female lead actress they've had in this franchise so far, and I think she does a good job. And then we've got Jack Reynor, who's playing her boyfriend in it, and he's great. And then of course Stanley Tucci, who is famous for, I'd say his most famous role is in the Hunger Games. He plays the TV presenter. I think he's great in it, personally. I mean, a lot of people say he was replacing the character from the last films. I forget the actor's name. He was in a wheelchair in the third one. You guys know who I mean. A lot of people say he was replacing him. I suppose he was in a way, but it doesn't matter. I still thought he was good in it. He had some funny lines. It was great. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. The human villains were a bit boring, I thought. But yeah, anyway. And of course the Autobots. We're going to talk about the Autobots and the Decepticons now. So as you can imagine, they have replaced the Autobots again, and we don't really get much of an introduction to the new ones. We don't see them landing or whatever, and the old ones, half of them are just vanished. I was really annoyed in the third Transformers when they killed Ironhide, because he was one of my favourite Autobots. I thought he was so cool with the big guns, the little chihuahua pissing on his foot. I really liked him, and then I was annoyed when they killed him, but I got over it. And then they've done the same thing. I really liked Ratchet as well. I liked all the original Autobots from the first one. And how we're just left with Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. They have killed Ratchet, which is really unfortunate because I really liked him. He was a good character, very interesting. I mean, he survived the big battle in movie 3, Dark of the Moon, and he was an awesome character, I thought. He was put in the background a bit in movie 3, but movie 1 and movie 2, he got a lot of lines in, a lot of screen time. I really enjoyed him as a character. It's unfortunate they killed him, but oh well. The three new Autobots we got, I mean, they're okay. I like the big one. I don't know the names of them, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find the names on here at the minute. I can't seem to find them, so I apologise. But anyway, the three Autobots, we got this big fat one who has a, you know, robot cigar in his mouth the whole time, and he's really cool. I really like that one. He was a lot of fun. I like the voice actor who does his the actor who's doing his voice. He done it really well. And we got the other two. One of them's like a I don't know, samurai sword type guy, bit of a ninja flipping around doing all this crazy shit in it, and it was really good, really interesting character. And then we had the other one, he seemed a bit of a selfish character, but he was pretty cool. But you know, I didn't really care for them too much. They were just sort of there. I liked the new big fat one, but the other two were just sort of there, so whatever. I wish they kept a couple around from the last ones. Like, I really wish they hadn't killed Ratchet and, what's his name? Sideswipe or something like that. The silver one from the last ones, the silver sports car. He was a pretty decent character as well. And we didn't even see him go. He just vanished. And the red Ferrari, I think he was a Ferrari. He was a very cool character as well from the third one. Vanished again. Decepticons, we got this new villain one. I've forgotten his name. I've only seen the movie twice, so he's a bit like a bounty hunter, and he's not Autobot or Decepticon, I believe. And he has this huge ship. Again, I was expecting him to live because apparently there's going to be a 5th and 6th installment to the Transformers franchise, but he died. But it's okay because we sort of got Megatron come back. There's this robot called Galvatron, and I think it's sort of Megatron hidden inside there as well, so that's pretty cool. I really am glad that Megatron's sort of back, because I've always watched the first 3 films. I loved all of them. Well, I've got off number 2 a bit, but when I was a kid I loved number 2. So I really am glad Megatron's coming back. He's that villain that I sort of grew up with, and he's really cool. I'm really pleased that he's coming back. And then of course we got the Dinobots. And my opinion of the Dinobots, I'm sorry to the die-hard fans who absolutely love this film, but I feel they were just wasted. I think Michael Bay was thinking, how are we going to make this film look good? Let's just chuck a couple Dinobots in the end, and we're constantly going to show them in the trailers to make people go, oh my god, dinosaurs! I went through the whole film just thinking, when they're going to come along? When they come along, there's only like 20 minutes left. You don't even hear them mention the Dinobots' names. Grimlock's one of them. I can't remember the other 3. I'm not amazing with the names in Transformers. But Galvatron, you never even hear that name. But I feel the Dinobots were wasted a bit, personally. I was expecting them to go off to another planet to find them, because they were being destroyed or wrecked that much by the Decepticons. They would need to go to another planet and find these Dinobots, but no, they were in this ship thing, coincidentally, right next to where Optimus Prime was. So, okay, so now let's talk about the story plot. The story plot was all over the place, if you ask me. It doesn't compare to the first and the third film, because I love them 2 films. And the story to this one compared to them is just garbage. It's all over the place. You know, it's literally Michael Bay going, stuff the story. Explosion, explosion. I'm going to show some more cool effects. I really like that he does that, but he needs to show the story a bit better, I felt. So it's a Michael Bay film, so let's talk about the visual effects, let's talk about what he done. The explosions were really cool. However, when the robots transformed, I didn't think he done it as well as what he did in the previous films. I remember watching that one Autobot, I think it's the samurai guy with the crazy helmet and the big sword. He went to fly up the middle of this building, and it literally looked like a load of Lego blocks. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's amazing how these people do this, but compared to the previous films, I didn't think it was that good. You know, all that stuff. But there was a few good bits where the Autobots and Decepticons transformed, and it did look really good, but not as much as what it did in the previous films, in my opinion. So yeah. Overall, the film was decent. I know a lot of people out there walked out the cinema going, what a load of dog shit. And then quite a few other people walked out going, you know, that was pretty decent, that was good. I think more or less the die-hard Transformers fans were walking out going, great. I like the Transformers, but I don't love them. They're like average films for me. However, the first and the third film I would rate really high, but the second one lets it down a lot for me. And the 4th installment, it's okay. It's an average film in my opinion. And we got some decent effects going on. But again, as I said, if you go back to the previous films and compare them, it's a bit disappointing. The story plot's all over the place, so you know, that's what lets it down, I feel, the story plot. That's not necessarily down to the writer. I think it's a bit down to Michael Bay, because he was constantly going, more explosions, bang, bang, let's ignore the story, more explosions. But, you know, it's a decent film, I think. Not the best Transformers, but not the worst. So out of 10, I think I'm going to go... Ooh, I wanted to say 8 out of 10. Yeah, I'll go 8 out of 10 because I did enjoy it. I mean, I'd like to go a bit less because, as I keep saying, the story's all over the place, but I liked it. I think Michael Bay was really chucking a lot at us here. And one of the other things which I forgot to mention is they actually kill off a human character in it, which I don't think they even done in the previous films. I mean, like a main human character, Mark Wahlberg's friend, work assistant. I think they killed him. I gave him a pretty cool death, actually. I was not expecting it, so I really liked that. So overall, yeah, it's a good film. I'd recommend you go check it out. But if you didn't like the first 3 Transformers films, there's no way you're going to like this. However, if you really enjoyed the first 3, or 1 and 3, let's say, because even some of the die-hard fans didn't like number 2. If you enjoyed number 1 and 3, I think you're going to like this. This was a good film, and it ended off on a really good cliffhanger. I will talk about what I think is going to happen in Transformers 5 when we get a bit more nearer to the time, because I mean Transformers 4 is still in cinema, so it's way too early to be talking about Transformers 5 in my opinion. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this review. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment and like the video. Thank you very much for watching, guys.